مرحبا. Today I'm going to continue a list of 5 or 6 verbs, very common that you need to use, and also to conjugate them in the I form in the present and the past tense, and then later on I can add the future tense. Today I chose a couple of verbs. I got this chart for you. You can do one like this, and you can practice the verbs that you know. Like the more you practice, the more you master the grammar. So the verb are live, drink, learn, remember, smoke. Like say I don't smoke in the future, so when I'm gonna add the negation, you are going to be very familiar and very confident when you talk about yourself. Like I learn Arabic, I live. So for the verb to learn, to live, is live, and we have second. Second, this is the verb, the infinitive. Second has the sound on the second letter. Is a 3-letter verb. Some of you asked about 6 or 7. We can add. So if you can do it for 3-letter verb, you can do it for any number like of letter verb. But you have to. We are only covering the regular one. The irregular one, we are going to add this to like later. So second is to live. The stem, it's an O sound here. If you can see it, it's an O sound like skun, and the conjugation is eskun. Remember, to live is second, and you want to say, you are going to go live, second, skun, eskun, and then in the past is second too. So it just, you're going to bring the verb and add to. So remember the past, just the verb. Don't change any tense. Don't change for the past tense, or don't make any changes on your verb. This is for live. Drink is sharib. It has an e sound. E as an elephant. Sharib. Sharib. Sharib means to drink. And the stem, the e sound goes to a, sharab, sharab, and the conjugation is ashrab, ana ashrab. So in some like the Arab world, when we speak, we say ashrub with an u sound, but the correct one is the a. And the past is the past tense is the verb, and you add to. Sharib to. Sharib to. Second to. Sharib to. The verb to learn is ta'allam. 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 You see my tongue? Ta'allam. And have a double L, just like the takallam. We have 2 L's, and we have this in English, like just when you say little. Little, you have 2 T's. In Arabic we can do that, but we combine, we put on the letter a tiny W, and we call this shadda. So ta'allam, and the stem and the verb stays. There is no changes made. To ta'allam, the verb, the conjugation is ana ata'allam. Ata'allam, and the past tense, of course, is the past plus 2, or it's the infinitive plus 2. تعلمت. Again, تعلمت. You kind of pause. You don't say تعلمت. تعلمت. Maybe you are going to say I was hurt, so I want to see the a and the double L. It's kind of strong sound here, but تعلمت. تعلمت. And I learned. To remember. To remember is تذكر. Again, تذكر. تذكر. There is a double K. تذكر. 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 And the stem stays. There is no change. And أتذكر. أنا أتذكر. I remember. أنا أتذكر. تذكرت. 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 So the stem or the infinitive are the same, and you are going to say the same thing. تذكرت. This is I remembered. The verb to smoke is دخن. It's an a sound. دخن. دخن. Da and khan. دخن. دخن is to smoke. The stem is the a goes to e. E as an elephant. دخن. In. Just the n. I-n. دخن. So دخن. It's a double kha, but with an e sound. And the verb is udakhen here, because this is a special treatment for this verb. Instead of saying adakhen, you say udakhen. But if you feel like, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed, just go with a for now, and later on when you master the conjugation, we can make, I can explain why we say u versus a. Or we can say o instead a. And the verb to I smoked is dakhantu. So for you, if you want to do like this kind of chart, you are going for example, just to remember, you can go ahead and say, okay, to live is, it has an u sound, skun. Second, you go from second to skun. Second to skun. For drink, you go from sharib to shrub. Shrub. And the verb to learn, there is no changes. You can say, you can take this off and you put a cross like here. So there is no stem for this one. So you are going. So and this is going to help you when you are talking about the stem, and then remember the stem in the present tense. You need it for the present tense. تذكر, the same thing. You are going to say, hey, it doesn't have a stem. Okay? And dakhan, it has. Okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 of them did not have a stem. So I see that the viewers who viewed my video from yesterday, I had a very nice comment, and I see that it's kind of to summarize my previous video about the conjugation. So I want you now to work on your pronunciation, work on your mastering the verb. When you say ana askun, not ana askan or ana skin, or so I want you to be sure. So the verb to second, just kind of every time you can do something like that chart for that's gonna help me to master. So you need to master this verb in I form first. Just worry about yourself in the beginning, and then we are going to do you and we. And but now I know that what, just I? Yes, I want you to use at least, you know, by heart at least 15 verbs, 20 verb in an I form. That's a lot. That's a lot. So again, I want you to keep posting your questions, because your questions gonna help me and gonna guide me, put me on track. I know I am a native speaker of Arabic, and I say, okay, maybe they know this versus this. So, مع السلامة and good luck.